Hi everyone, this is Robyn from mypinkstamper.com and I have a quick video for you guys today. I am using the new Swirly Bird stamp set from Stampin' Up. This will be available for purchase on June 1st at mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. For those of you who take my online classes, this will not be one that I'm going to do an online class with. So you can go ahead and purchase it right away if you'd like. I'm also using Happy Happenings, which is carrying over to the new stamp or the new catalog from the last catalog. I'm also using lots of labels. I'm going to use these two sizes here, Framelits, with my Big Shot. And the colors that I'm using, so I'm using quite a few colors, but they're fun colors together. I'm using Watercolor Wonder with Flirty Flamingo, with Mint Macaron, Emerald Envy, and Peekaboo Peach. The new colors that are the new in colors are the Flirty Flamingo, Emerald Envy, and Peekaboo Peach. So this is just a fun color palette if you're planning on purchasing the new in colors. If you sign up for my Painter's Palette online class on Monday, that includes Peekaboo Peach, and it also includes Sweet Sugar Plum. If you're going to sign up for my second class that I'll be posting in June, I'm including Watercolor Wonder, Flirty Flamingo, and Emerald Envy. So you don't need to get those on June 1st right away. I just want you to know, give you guys a little bit of heads up. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of two-step stamping here. And these are the colors, the cardstock that I've already pre-cut. And this is a Whisper White thick cardstock, and it's cut at 5.5 by 8.5. And I've scored it at 4 1/4. The Whisper White that's thick from Stampin' Up is thicker. You know, it's for the card base, so you wanna have a nice score on there, and I use the Simply Scored tool from Stampin' Up for that. I'm using the Watercolor Wonder background paper that is from the Designer Series paper stack for the in colors from last year that are still available. This is the Peekaboo Peach cardstock, and I'm using the Whisper White. And then I'm using Flirty Flamingo and Peekaboo Peach ruched ribbon, which will be available June 1st. And then I'm using a piece of just the regular Whisper White, which is wonderful to stamp on. This is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4, one of my new favorite sizes to stamp on. Okay, let me fix this for just a minute and then there we go. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to do a little bit of two-step stamping, and I'm using the Swirly Bird. What I really like about the Swirly Bird, let me show you some other projects that I've made. I haven't made a video with this one. I made a Father's Day card using what I turned into a sailboat, and I showed you guys this on my last video. So I made this using the Swirly Bird, and then on the last video I used the background here using the swirl from the Swirly Bird stamp set. Just kind of an interesting name. I don't know how they pick up the names. There is a bird on here. I think you could maybe make a bird, probably. You probably could, but I'm not going to attempt that today. Okay, so I am going to take the colors that I'm going to start with first are going to be Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to start with Flirty Flamingo, and I'm using, out of these, I'm using this one right here, and I'm just going to stamp this, and I'm just going to make a background. So I'm going to stamp just kind of randomly all over, oops, and then just stamp them here. And the great part about the stamping is I'm making my own background paper, which is awesome to be able to do that yourself with your stamps. And I've enjoyed doing that for years. I love making my own background paper. And then I love having the coordinating paper also as well. Okay, so I'm putting away my Flirty Flamingo. That's all I need it for. And then I'm going to use this one right here, which is right here. I'm using this swirl, and I'm going to stamp in the watermelon. Who would have thought that the watermelon and the Flirty Flamingo would be such a great color combination? But look at that. Just makes it pop. It's really pretty. Okay. And now I'm going to take the Mint Macaron right here, and I'm going to use this little set of geometrical shapes, and this is just going to be my leaves today. You could also use, they do have leaves, a leaf or two on there. So I'm going to stamp this in the Mint Macaron, And I'm going to kind of make it so it's like the leaves. My family is really loud today, but that's okay. I love them, love them, love them. All right. And so I just kind of have that off it like that. And now I'm going to use the Emerald Envy. This is a new in color for 2016 to 2018. So it'll be in the next two catalogs, this catalog and the next one. And I'm just going to ink this up. Now the great thing about this, it doesn't line up. So it's like total geometrical, just, it's a little bit odd, but I really like the look. I don't know if odd is the right word, but it doesn't match up. One of them's bigger, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So if you think that you're lining it up wrong, you're really not. That's just the way it's supposed to stamp. Okay, and now I'm going to take my Peekaboo Peach, and we are going to add, I just really like, there's all these different, there's splatters, and there's just different things you can use for backgrounds. And this is from a smaller flower. This is one of the steps for the smaller flower in there, and I'm just kind of, oops, adding it in here for some color and just a little bit, just added color. Okay, there we go, just a little bit. Where else do I need it? Because I'm going to add something right there, so maybe I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to cover that up. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and let me get the Big Shot out, and we're going to do a little bit of Big Shot work using the Framelits in just a second. Do you guys like my new Fitbit? I do commercials for so many products because of the things that I try. Well, Fitbit just came out with a new pink one, and so I thought, well, maybe that'll help me stay in shape if I get a pink one, because the other colors just weren't working for me. They were working, but they weren't working to remind me to walk. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Big Shot out. Okay, this is Stampin' Up's Big Shot by Sizzix, and we can do this at the same time, which is fabulous. So I'm going to put the peach on there, the Peekaboo Peach cardstock, and the Whisper White, and I'm using the Precision base plate just because that's what I had out right now. The Framelits that are frames like this, you can use them with pretty much the one that comes with it, the Big Shot, or the magnetic base. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to put these on here. I'm going to put my top on here, and then I'm just going to roll it through. And then set this aside and just pop this out, set this aside here. I clean up as I go. I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I'm in my craft room, although you would not know it by looking at it, that I clean up as I go, because it is a little bit messy right now, I'll be honest. It's a lot messy. Okay, so for the smaller piece from the what's it called? Lots of Labels? Lots of Labels, which is it's going to be in the new catalog as well. You can purchase it now. It's in the catalog current, and it's also going to be in the new one. But I'm using Watermelon Wonder, and I'm using the stamp set Happy Happenings, and I'm using the saying that says, "So happy to hear about your great news," because it's still a card a day in May, and I thought this would be a fabulous card. Actually, I'm making 2 of them to send to people that have had great news, and I have a lot of people in my life that have great news. So I'm going to put this on here and stamp it. There we go. So happy to hear about your great news. I'm going to flip it. I wasn't completely happy with the location of that. Great thing about paper, there you go, is there's 2 sides. There's 2 sides to every piece of paper. Like, really, seriously, there is. Okay, so now we're going to take all this and we're going to put it all together, and we're going to make a fabulous card. Look at all these fun colors. I love them. They are making me happy right now just to work with them. Okay, so I'm going to take Stampin' Up's bone folder, and I'm going to fold it over. I love having a bone folder. We carry them in the catalog. You can add them to your next order if you would like. They give you nice tight creases. And so what I'm going to do first is take this here, and this is a piece of, like I said, the ruched ribbon. And I think I'm saying that right, because that's the way they said it. They said that's the way to pronounce it. Ruched ribbon. Ruched. Okay, put this across. Now, it's not completely, well, it kind of is. It didn't need to be, but it is, so we'll just leave it. I didn't want it to be perfectly in the middle. You can kind of put it where you'd like. I'm gonna add a little bit of okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the snail adhesive and stick this on here. I just love the way it's like some fun pop of color and texture behind it. Use my adhesive again. I gotta hurry because my husband wants, it's Saturday, we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna go get some food and just kind of have a little date night of shopping. Isn't that gonna be fun? Okay, so now I'm gonna put this on here. So happy to hear about your great news. Your great news, good. I'm glad it said that because I say that a lot. I say great. Okay, now we're gonna take, these are Stampin' Dimensionals. If you are new to my channel on YouTube, you can check out more ideas and projects and lots of giveaways on mypinkstamper.com. I also have an app for your phone. It's called My Pink Stamper and it's free. And you can also access all of that information there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this right here. And I thought we would take some of the Rhinestones, and I'll use this size here. We're gonna stick it, get off my finger, stick it right here. There we go. They are self-adhesive. They have a little piece of glue dot underneath them, but my eyes are kind of crazy right now. Okay, there we go. Stick this on here, there, whoops. There we go, perfect. Ta-da! I was downstairs today and I had a gem on the bottom of my foot. How many people can say they've had that happen, right? Okay, so now I'm using the Peekaboo Peach and the Flirty Flamingo. I have 2 pieces cut and I'm going to put them underneath here and then I'm just gonna wrap them around. And this ribbon is actually really easy to work with. And then I'm gonna turn them like this and look, how fun is that? And now I'm gonna cut them a little bit shorter. Where are my paper snips? I think they fell on the floor yesterday, so I'm gonna use these craft scissors from Stampin' Up that they discontinued, boo-hoo. Can't get them anymore, and they're actually sold out too, so sorry to tease you like that. They're really good scissors. Okay, so here is my quick and simple card. Isn't it just adorable? And it's funny because my husband came in my office to talk to me and I created this right in front of him. I'm like just talking to him because I normally don't feel that creative, but I called him back in after. I'm like, look, I made this. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. There you go. There's a close-up of it if you need to see a close-up. Okay, there we go. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here soon. Don't forget to mark your calendars for June 1st. It's awesome. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.